begin our look at sports with a controversial workout for Colin Kaepernick. The former San Fran star has not thrown a pass in the NFL since the 2016 season, and nearly 3 years after his last appearance, his standing in the league and the team's interest in the quarterback doesn't appear to have changed. Even despite his workout on Saturday, Kaepernick, who started a firestorm in the NFL when he decided to kneel during the national anthem to draw awareness to perceived racial and social injustices in the U.S., threw passes for about 40 minutes at an Atlanta high school on Saturday, while an NFL executive told ESPN his arm talent was elite and that he threw well. Kaepernick left the field without a team and still out of the NFL. Many current NFL players have expressed publicly their wishes to see Kaepernick return to the National Football League, including New England's Tom Brady. Brady may not be able to help Cap get a contract for now. He's got bigger concerns with his Patriot offense. New England fought back from 10 points down to beat the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday in a rematch of the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. But judging by his glum post-game news conference, Brady was less than impressed by the performance. Brady failed to throw for a score as his sputtering offense snatched the win thanks to 3 field goals and a third-quarter touchdown thrown by receiver Julian Edelman. James White ran in a 2-point conversion to make the final score 17-10 as the Patriots improved to 9-1, ensuring their 19th consecutive winning season in the NFL. Meanwhile, closer to home, the Jets may not have a winning season, but they do have 2 straight victories under their belts following Sunday's final in D.C. Gang Green quarterback Sam Darnold threw for 4 touchdown passes, and the Jets routed the Washington Redskins 34-17. Darnold more than made up for an ill-timed interception by throwing for 293 yards and a career-high 4 scores. The 3-7 Jets will be home next Sunday to host the 6-4 Oakland Raiders. Should be a good matchup. Oakland has won 3 straight. Side note here, holy hell, are the Raiders going to make the playoffs after surviving the ultimate stumbling block on Sunday against the winless Bengals? That was a joke. Oakland is looking out at the horizon Monday morning, this morning, with a smile on its collective faces. 538 gives the Raiders a 42% chance of reaching the postseason at the moment, though that just goes above 50% with a win over the Jets at MetLife Stadium in Week 12. Their remaining schedule is as follows: Jets, Chiefs, Titans, Jaguars, Chargers, and Broncos. Things looking quite good in the black hole. Things are also looking up in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins was 29 of 35 passing for 319 yards and 3 touchdowns to lead the Vikings to a come-from-behind 27-23 home win over Denver. The 8-3 Vikings trailed 20-0 at halftime and 23-7 after 3 quarters, but scored 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter to rally and win for the 6th time in their past 7 games. And fuego. Over to the NBA, where the Boston Celtics were red hot until they ran into the Kings. Of course, the Kings, a pair of go-ahead free throws with 13.3 seconds left as host Sacramento ended the Celtics' 10-game winning streak with a 199 victory Sunday afternoon. I made a mistake on Friday. I had the Knicks splitting their matchups with Dallas and KP so far this season, but 2 of the team's 3 wins have come against the Mavericks. How could I have missed that one? Knicks were snake-bitten again on Saturday night, falling to Charlotte 103-102. The Hornets edged the Knicks on Devontae Graham's 9th three-pointer of the game. Yes, 9 three-pointers. Graham hit the last one with 2.8 seconds remaining, finishing with 29 points to lead Charlotte past the orange and blue. The Knicks are home tonight to host Cleveland. The Brooklyn Nets are also home. They welcome Indiana tonight to the Barclays Center. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. On the ice, the Devils welcome Boston to New Jersey tomorrow night. Puck drops at 7 p.m. The Islanders will skate in Pittsburgh Tuesday night, while the Rangers are back in action Wednesday night at the Garden. In college football, Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is scheduled to have hip surgery today after being evaluated in Houston. Tua dislocated his hip in the Crimson Tide's 38-7 win over Mississippi State on Saturday, ending his season. Sources confirmed to ESPN that he also suffered a posterior wall fracture. Terrible news for the Heisman candidate and, of course, Bama. In college basketball, big shout to the Fordham men. The Rams are now 3-0 following Saturday night's home win over Marist at Rose Hill. In motor racing, Max Verstappen won a thrilling Brazilian Formula One Grand Prix for Red Bull on Sunday after the Ferraris collided, and Mercedes' 6-time world champion Lewis Hamilton was demoted from 3rd to 7th due to a late collision. In NASCAR, Kyle Busch captured his 2nd Cup championship Sunday at Homestead Miami Speedway, triumphing as his Joe Gibbs Racing teammates stumbled in the season finale. The number 18 Toyota driver ended a 21-race winless drought dating to June, scoring his 5th victory of this season. Busch took the lead on lap 170 restart from teammate Denny Hamlin, my pick that didn't come to fruition, and commanded the final 97 laps as the race stayed green. The Candyman can. Congrats to Max and Kyle. Marc Marquez won the final race of the 2019 MotoGP campaign, his 12th win of the season. Marquez sealed the 2019 Riders' Championship in early October at the Thailand GP and helped Honda seal the Constructors' crown with a win at the Japanese GP. This weekend's win allowed Honda Repsol to pass Ducati for the team's championship, capping a stellar season with a triple crown. Jorge Lorenzo, who shockingly announced his retirement this week, finished 13th in his final race. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for the sports movie you have to see this holiday season. Ford vs. Ferrari raced into theaters this past weekend, and it took the checkered flag. It opened to an estimated $31 million in domestic ticket sales Friday through Sunday, outpacing expectations. The studio had projected an opening weekend of just below $20 million. Directed by James Mangold, the movie revisits the golden age of auto racing. Matt Damon and Christian Bale play the car designer Cara Shelby and the driver Ken Miles working for Ford in the lead up to that historic 1966 race at Le Mans. The movie got a boost from critics going into the weekend. It currently holds a 92% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The story of Miles, perhaps unknown to many, is key to the film. His life of racing is a tale of triumph and tragedy. No spoilers here, just go see it. I think it may very well be Best Picture of 2019, and both Damon and Bale deserve some serious love for their performances. Trust me, speed to the box office and go see this one. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.